Good morning, guys. This market so far rotating around 80, which, if you guys remember, is that negative 14,000 delta up there. There's a note. The negative 14,400 delta absorption, which is likely dealer hedging off all the calls purchased near the close. Oh, you know what I just noticed here? Let me turn off these gamma levels real quick. Or real slow. Let's see. SpotGamma on there? No. There. No. All right, we're good. Okay. Let's see. Thank you, Abdel. Kudos. Okay, so anyway, coming up the 10 SMA here, also volume node here off the open. So my expectation is if this is a dealer hedge, we're going to rotate back up into that zone. That would just be my expectation. So, I took longs and scaled out here into a prior volume node. Didn't quite take it up, but this is another opportunity here, right on this 10 SMA. But if you look lower, so you know how things are in the morning, very aggressive buying to get it up at this level here into 64. So my expectation here again is, all right, this huge delta absorption here is that, anybody who got caught up long on this side got spit back down. But the fact that we were able to move above 80 at all and not just come back to it and then rip down says something about the strength of this market. So let's see. That is at least my short-term thesis. As we move down, I think it could be useful for two-way trade. All right, let's make sure we get this chat nice and big so we can see it over on this other screen. Can you guys hear me okay? I haven't checked that yet. Something I would do. Start talking and then there's nothing. Okay, cool. Thanks, Appraiser guy. Anyway, weekend homework already paid dividends today. Down here. And look, likely weak bounce. A little more than a weak bounce here for the NQ. This was a support zone. So level 3, got this on the weekend. Oh, nice bounce here. Shoot. Right up to T1. So, very, very salient weekend homework levels, essentially. So swing high support into this zone. Just went to the bottom of the zone and ripped straight up at the open. So let's see if we can zoom in. So here's the open. All right. So prior to the open, sideways and then straight up. So I've been active in here, but I am not taking major swing positions today. And the reason for that is that this market is likely to go sideways and digest a lot of this option inventory up here. So we'll see. This is a bit of a short-term bounce point. All right, cool. Hey, good morning, Bam. Good morning, everybody. Alex, Andre, Abdel Kudos, Zerwal. I'm going to say it like I'm a pro saying your name, but I know I'm butchering it, so this makes me feel better. One of these days, Abdel, you just come on mic and correct me. That'd be a point of pride. So this area short term is an area to bounce and test at least here, 73. All right, so 3 points of upside. You stop right underneath 68.50, trade your own plan, obviously. Not financial advice, but that's one logical plan here. I've actually had my morning. I've had a good morning already. Just a bunch of winners, scalp winners. So I'm not real eager to keep playing right now. This is the truth. So this is why I'm here. Give you guys a little bit more of an insight into what is, I think, still considered prime time for 60 minutes of trade. Anyway, so this is level one. The next level would be here, right? And this would be right if you were to take this and cut it in half. Where does it get you? Right here. All right. Now look at this move. Consolidation, break up, fail. Get people hooked on the short side, back up. You see that vicious move right there? That vicious move traps those shorts from here. All in this area. See, that's a low volume node for the session. They got hurt through there, so what do you expect if price comes back through here? Maybe like that, right? Right now we're seeing a little bounce even on this consolidation. So the more it bounces here, then maybe this is resistance here. The more it bounces here, the less likely I am to take this long here for many points. Did you guys hear the fine detail of that? The more it bounces here, like this now, the less likely, if it rolls over to here, I am to take a long for many points. Why? Because this long is going to attract coverers from here who shorted here and are still holding. If this thing bounces here, they're going to say, I don't want in, I don't want out. So you see, this bounce, potential bounce, there's liquidity coming into the book here. This potential bounce right here, if we get it, sucks some of the liquidity out of this market from here. Right? We're getting a bounce here because this was a similar move. You see it? Consolidation, rip up, rip down, go. It's the same as this. Consolidation, rip up, rip down, go. Right? So we're getting a little bounce. That's a good thing. If you want to get long into here, it's a good thing for you. The fact that we're not going too high right now, this is a good thing. So, let me see. So the zone might be like that, somewhere in there. And if you can get it in here, so there's some liquidity sitting here. Here's what tends to happen. The liquidity, we're going to highlight it. It's the background here, this red. The liquidity gets filled. The stops get hit underneath it. Then you have this. And then it goes bing. So what's your stop? Look, you can enter here. Or here, I should say. You can enter here. Right? They might go take out the pivot low. But you could enter here. It's morning volatility, right? So if too many of you enter perfectly, they'll probably go take it just a little and then rip it. Anyway, let's go put a fib tool so you guys get the idea of the 50% retracement on this level. All right, we're looking to buy, so we're going to make our fib green, okay? That's why I'm doing that. All right, here we go. Market's already moving. Moving into the zone. Let's clear this whole thing. All right. The fib is nice and green, bright, so you guys can see it. There you go. So we're at 50. Notice this is between 50 and 618. So let's see. Low volume. Let's see if it builds volume here. Why? Volume above, volume below. Trap volume. All this volume, trap volume for now. So if someone builds a sideways position here, look, people are too aggressive buying. But if it builds a little position, goes sideways, it might just shoot right back up there. But they don't want to, look, this has got to fill in right here. All right, so you got to be a little patient here and stop. Whatever your risk is, 3 points, whatever, stop. Because if this bounces, you're going to get a bounce to 73. So that's what, 7 points? 2 to 1 Rs? Be patient. Be patient. If it goes sideways and fills in this LVN, be patient. Any questions? I'm going to try and make this as information packed as possible, but I'm not going to. Very good. I'm not going to stay on for very long today. Okay? We're just going to pack it full of information. So I've explained this zone, I think, in detail, but if you guys have more. Thank you. If you guys have more questions, hit me up. This is a good time. There is no bad question. Okay? So no one's going to make fun of you. No one's going to act sassy to somebody else for a simple question. If you do that, I'm going to kick you in the ass. All right? Don't do that. This isn't cool time. This is learning time. So if you have a question, ask it and I'll answer it. Nice bounce here. So right now, this is the pivot low. You see how they've just found the liquidity. Little tough here to see. Let me turn this off. Let me use a different tool. So this is the pivot low. They just found the liquidity down here. I'm going to get rid of the fib tool here. Why? Because I think the fib tool's in the way right now. A little bit. Come on. There you go. Anyway, all right, now we can get over here. Turn this on. Right there. You see how they hunted the liquidity just underneath? Just underneath. Everyone's give it up. That's what they do. You get a new low right here because look, short term, people who get long here and get bad position, right? Maybe you already had the initial little bounce, scalp bounce. Now people who get long here, now they have their stops underneath here. So they go find them. They're going to go find them probably down into this zone. So it's the market is building volume. It's not building volume perfectly at this LVN. And it should. That's the normal way to build a position is you need to build volume. So look, this market, let's go like this. Let's look at the session volume right now. All right, so there you go. See if we can get it here. Okay, there's OVWAP right here. Starts here. So this is the open. You see this? You see how there's this right here? They're building it here. These shorts are very nervous. We haven't even had a pop out of this level yet. Right? That tells you right away. Shorts are nervous from this little up and down move. So we'll probably break this trend line. Let's see. I'm thinking out loud here. I'm gonna be like water in this area. Probably change my mind a gazillion times. But that's trading. If you're scalping, that's trading. All right, so let's remember to put your trend line into, like not into no time out here. There's no time anchors here. So you got to put it into a candle that's already closed when you're using volume bars, guys. And then you take it. So you end the anchor within a bar that's already closed. Then you extend it. Okay? So you just go select it and then hit extend drawing. Now this is anchored from here and here. So it's anchored in time. So the trend line will be correct. So you see, it's now more correct for the 5-minute chart too. So all right, anyway, let's look at it from this perspective. So here's our BBWC right here. Right? You can see volume, volume. This volume node right now is attracting already. There you go. Now if we break this high on the 5-minute, here we go. Now if we break this volume node right here, Here we go. It's this here, right? This is the corresponding zone. Then here we go. As scalpers, you go, ah, yeah, sweet. It's this, right? That's what that is. That's not a very clear drawing. Let's do this. It's there. That's what we're in. All right. So you see this little breakdown point now acts like resistance short term. So this market is already at rest, guys. That's why I don't really want to trade it. It's already at rest. And when I mean at rest, you had the viciousness of the open. But up here, I already noticed, market behavior started to look at the bars compressing. This is 1500 volume bars. Look at the bars compressing. Look at the bars compressing. It's still doing 1500 volume, right? But they're compressing. Market's becoming at rest, right? They're letting the market drift. Why? Look, if you bought calls up at 42.80 and a market maker's long from there, they're happy to let it chop around 20 points here. Very happy. So at this point, I'm going into scalp kind of mode. But this market is so at rest. Now we have what? One. One. This is two. Maybe three. Bing. Let's see. Now this is definitely resistance short term in this zone. But if you can get long into here in around 50%, this offers some short-term compensation. The higher plays were in here, in this area, right? Long to the here, little short in this area, a little long here, back here. I think the best plays are done, but we can still call the market accurately. That's okay. So we'll do that a little bit here. Good morning, Bertunas. Let me see. Very good, Abdel. Kudos. Yeah, I mean, I didn't see that down, but you're right. Absolutely. Absolutely, you're right. Little double bottom, little consolidation. Yeah, market to move up and down in this area just wouldn't surprise me. Not at all. But this market's already at rest. So you've got to note that behavior, right? Got to note that behavior. So you can see this is the initial bounce point. And it's the same area. Same arrow from this chart is overlaid. We drew this arrow right here. We drew this arrow on this volume bar chart where price had gone. But look, if you look here, it's a prior, like maybe prior to this bar, it's 15 minutes before that. Still digesting shorts from the open. Shorts get squeezed up here. Look at the low volume here. This last bar just sold off on low volume. It didn't build a big volume here and then sell off. Then it would be resistance right now. It built, so that's interesting too, right? The volume build is here. This is just a shakeout move, and everybody who was positioned here gives it up, and now we came down here, right? They rotated them out. So this may just move right back up to 80, actually. It's kind of an interesting observation in this footprint. So let's see. Anyway, BBWC at work here off the open. So it's still relevant, especially for some of you newer traders who are just here. Focus on what I'm trying to tell you, because you can make some money off watching that BBWC nuts and bolts video that I did just for you guys, and told you guys all the meat of your membership is watching those videos. It's not Discord. It's not me coming in Discord and chatting about markets. It's those videos, making homework, notes, asking questions. So to all of you guys who've asked a ton of questions, keep asking them. But you learned something about how to use footprint to improve the odds of BBWC. Why? No volume here. The volume's here. We're above it. So where do you expect us to go? The next volume node is here. A little bit of volume here. A little bit of structure here. I get it. A little bit of structure. It's probably going to get some rotation in this area. Anyway. Most important tool in your tool bag is your brain. Not an indicator. Not a golden setup. Not any of that. It's how do you use it? How do you interpret the market's data correctly? All right, let's go back to the chat. Make sure we got answering questions if they're there, because that'll keep me talking for a little longer, and you guys are happier. All right, let's go. I got all my Stream Deck buttons up. I'm very happy cat this morning. All right. NAPT says we can make money by trading. I know, right? Lapin. Yeah, I mean, so my thoughts about the consistent correlation is that let me think about this for a second. Hold on. When they start to hold on, stuff is all over the place here. Okay, when they start to correlate positively like this, it's typically you're in a strong market environment. That's typically what happens. Keep it simple. Strong market environment. Andre may have a little bit more to add to this, and I would very much welcome his input. 40-year vet, Marty, Andre. Oh, very good. I am very happy with that, my friend. Andre moving markets down there against playing against trap shorts. I love it. But you know, well, I don't know if it's pure genius, but I hope you guys are able to structure the trade. That's one of the more important things is, can you structure the trade there? I tried to help, but I gave you ideas, not telling you what to do. Just, maybe a 3-point stop, 7-point take profit. Well, you're good. 2 to 1. How about smart market reading? Can you elaborate, Andre? Let's see. How long is this recording? If it's 30 minutes, we can go move to Discord and have two-way discussion, which is more interesting to me. Yeah, let's see. 12. I don't know when I started. Anybody know when I started? This market's getting less interesting to me by the moment. Because like I told all you level 3 guys early this morning, I believe the market's doing rotations back to 80. 23 minutes. That's good enough. That's good enough for people to have gotten a very, very, very specific setup with explanation on BBWC. I'm going to cut it here, and I'm going to title this BBWC live trade. Okay? All right, we'll see you guys in Discord. Give me a few minutes to edit this and get it up for everybody, and then we'll see you in Discord, and that way we could talk there. So a little more two-way interaction, which is better for you guys, believe it or not. All right, we're going to end the stream here. Thanks for hopping on, guys.